Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. Look on the private chat and see if you see a link on there. Let me know. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Hey. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Krishna Chaitanya Radha Govinda Chaitanya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Oh, Krishna. Hey, I know. Hey, welcome. Hare Krishna. Boy. Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Go Ranga Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Chaitanya Radha Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Radha Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Radha Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Govinda Shri Krishna Radha Radha Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Radha Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Radha Govinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Radha Govinda Krishna Krishna. Hey everybody. Refresher course. Amazing refresher course. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Radha Govinda, Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. All right. Why don't we read some? So, thank you all for listening. Bridging. So,
professional.
Okay. Read chapter. Okay, chapter 9. All right. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jai Shri Ram. Krishna here, Arjuna. I will read about myself. I will reveal about and so Krishna said, I will see. So he was actually the father. So he was exhausted. So there's two ways, three ways. The third way is the advanced. So the two ways, one is you hear from Krishna, and the other is you hear from Krishna. The two ways to hear from Krishna. Okay? And so Krishna reveals a secret, okay? But you have to follow the process. So if you're lucky, Krishna comes 4 billion, and this past is Krishna. And yeah, and so then or Krishna can reveal it through his own person. But it's the second, is that Krishna through them, it's like a flute, as the breath. That breath is a spiritual potency. The devotee is, well, Krishna is Satchit Ananda. He's the form, eternity, and knowledge, eternal. Okay? And so his other form, the empowered form, that's the devotee who is accepted. And so the secrets, them. That's where why Jesus skipped the process. He knew the process very well, just like all gurus, real gurus, not the ones that practice. The real gurus is the Lord reveals to them. That's why Jesus said, only the Father knows the Son knows the Father. These are the things, because the devotee is liberated by the mercy that comes in the previous life. So the third way, and so the Father knows the Son knows the Father. See, it's transcendental relationship. Nobody in the world, that's all covered. So, so the Son, Jesus said, can feel the Father chooses whoever is meant and drawn to the devotee. Learn these secrets. These secrets lead to the third way to understand this knowledge. Ways when you get this mercy, and then I think Krishna, those who worship me loving ecstasy. So that's Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, to know Bhagavad Gita, the next chapter says, those who worship me with loving ecstasy, I give them. So the next phase is you're purified like Jesus. You're clean, he said to his disciples. You're clean that I've spoken to you. Then the Holy Spirit. See, then the loving ecstasy. So when you get cleansed by hearing, go to see that kind of mercy, this rebirth, where you start to, first it usually starts with hearing. You're hearing from the real representative Lord, very inspired, very purified, even to the point of ecstatic. They have some spiritual awakenings, some spiritual experiences. See, and that progressive, and comes to there's more attachment to hearing about the Supreme Lord, more purification, more to the point of having this awakening of mental thought. And 10 comes in and says, to those who work with me with love, see, I understand how to. So now you're engaged by the mercy of the Lord in the transcendental life. So that personal, you accept the Lord by coming through the real process. See, this is the narrow gate Jesus was talking about. The gate is the power and it's of God, whether they're in Christians or Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas, if you happen to find some rare ones that have realized, that at that point of worshiping the Lord with the love and ecstasy, pure love of God, real love of God, then you can get a clear understanding. Many Christians are not so clear because they could use the help for time, if they're ever open to it. If not, oh well. They're at least liberated. You know, if you start to go, progress goes on. So, sound is kind of, that's a bummer. Okay, see if, oh, all right, let's see if this is any better.
Ariel? Thanks for using.
Is this any better? Let me know. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, it could maybe it was the fan or something. Looks like it's yeah, let me know if it's any better. Hare Krishna. Oh, takes so long. Okay, anyway. Krishna says, my dear Arjuna, I will reveal a secret about myself. This secret is difficult to understand, but I can reveal it to you because you fault with me when I do. So please let me know, is it cutting out? You guys are watching. So about that. Let me know, is it in her? A little better. Oh boy. It's a, well, you know what? I'm going to just drive. It's, I was driving somewhere, and I thought I'd stop first class. Since this is, not working out. Okay, so we're just going to stop. If it's just a little better, forget it. I'd rather do a good class. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the. Okay, so we'll end it here now. Thank you for coming, everybody. We'll be back probably a little later on this afternoon. I'm going to drive to Boise. Okay, I'll continue. This issue is, it's okay. Okay, so I like you because you won't fall. This is the idea of the parampara system. You're open. See, this is a rare, and it's only known by the self-realized souls. Really, and usually most of this in modes of nature and competing. They're competing with each other, and even gurus I found in Vaishnavism, and they try to tear each other down, and so and well, actually, and people say, "Oh, are you tearing these gurus down?" But it's quite the same because it's not like I'm trying to tear anybody down. I want to actually build them up. I might have to, it's just like it's almost like see the modes of nature reflect going on in the spiritual world. So it's like the idea of a thorn to pluck out a thorn. In the world, and by even spiritual and they're spiritual, but anyway, leaders who are trying to lead on of the spirit. Realize they fight each other, but there's hatred in their heart, anger and hatred. And so they try to count. See, this is the modes. This is Krishna in modes of energy, modes of nature, pushing people to compete with each other. They can't help it. It's just under the modes. Now, sometimes, for supreme purposes, the spiritual matter may tear down the illusion. So a lot of people believe in illusion. Either spiritual, so the Pharisees believed in illusions. Jesus down illusion. God represented God. He said, no, you don't. He tore the illusion. For their otherwise, the illusion prevails. So sometimes a tear down needs to happen. What is it? What's being torn down? Just the illusion. See? And what's replaced? The truth. Okay? So people in the modes competing, it's different because when they criticize or put down, they've done an illusion. There's bewilderment there. There's hatred there. They even try to tear down the real devotees who are people. It cause them to do that. They're deluded by the modes. Difference between the preaching, the tear down idea of the self-realized soul, and one who is in Maya. It's a different result. Different result happens is the one torn by the unified of Shuddha Bhakti, Transcendental Lord, they're actually built up with Bhakti. And so we have like Lord Chaitanya tore down even under Pandit's illusion that he was a great teacher, and tore down the illusion of his disciples. So ultimately he became pure, putting our decline. So the tear down and the building up is important. This is a very subtle thing, as Vaishnava understands. 99.9% of the leaders and their followers do not understand. It's so rare to really understand. Bhakti Siddhanta understands. Prabhupada understands. The Vaishnavas don't. They got the special mercy of the Lord's. If they're like this, if you listen without finding fault with the heart, then you can understand these things. It'll make sense. But to arrive at these conclusions on your own without the help of the bona fide representative of the Lord is very rare. So is the sound working okay? Give me some updates on the sound. I don't want to. Well, maybe it's okay. Also, okay. By understanding that you will become free from the misery of the material world is so fantastic. The real representative of the Lord who worships the Lord in ecstasy is realizing something. And you hear it, both the speakers uplifted and the hearers. I mean, you uplifted from doing stupid things in this world, and believing stupid things. I read one thing today from the Bhagavad Gita that just really, it helped me in so many ways. It's good you help you listen closely. Today I heard one stage of Krishna where, basically it's been said that the ultimate doer is not the living entity. Good at portion. Okay. Yeah. The ultimate doer is not the living entity, it's the super soul. easier. Yeah, so Krishna clarified that some more today in this Gita Amrita. That's so valuable. When you come to the point, I feel so blessed to have this, and blessed that the Parampara, Prabhupada, and Lord Krishna are allowing me to preach, brothers and sisters, because it's the greatest treasure, the greatest treasure, these things. It can help remove all our miseries that are produced by acting ignorantly in this world. And just don't know. Example, he was really nice. So there are 5 factors of action. Bhagavad Gita. So the ultimate fact of action is the super soul. But that's not explained even in Prabhupada's Gita that well enough. I mean, it's explained, but up to a point. In this Gita Amrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj, Davandas Thakur qualifies this. In the modes of nature, the ultimate doer is the super soul, but it's the modes of nature that are in and pushing the living entities. So it's the super soul in the form of the modes of nature. Now that makes a lot more clarity about the situation. Okay? So when you see people in the world, and which will be very, very, the super soul in the form of the nature pushing them, act. And it's like if a person is in passion, the person's a demon. They're acting as a demon because of the mode of ignorance. It's causing them to act in this world. Okay? So, and the same thing in the mode of passion. If you see fruitive actors, working on work, build all day long, working, building stuff, mode of passion. So it's the mode causing that mode. So they're serving God in that mode of nature. Even ignorance that's the Lord in that form. Okay? See, the Lord also has the form Japa Bhakti. See, that's Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Okay? So his form in this world is mode of ignorance, mode of passion, mode of goodness, but the covering to the Sat, Chit, Ananda nature. That's the spirit nature that we are. We and God also. But we don't know that because we're full of these modes and push this way, that way, all this stuff. And this causes interaction. These souls who are being pushed by the modes of nature are being pushed to interact with other people in the modes of nature. And it's sadly hilarious, actually, once you start to see this. There's nothing to really blame or criticize in this world. Everything is acting uniformly with these modes of nature. People are serving the modes of, they're serving the mode of passion, they act uniformly. See, they're servants of the mode of passion. So, but they, a person in this body and everything, there's nothing but the modes act. So they fight each other. The modes are fighting. And everybody's naming, this, see, he is blah, blah, blah. See, they're making people responsible and all this stuff. And he did this and she did that and everything, but it's all pushing everybody. And they don't see that because the Maya takes them off from realizing deluded. Because being deluded by the modes, you can't see these things. You're deluded. Yeah, so River, this is choppy and everything, but I'm just trying to keep going here. So Seems to be working out for me. Hopefully you guys do. Yeah. Yeah. So this is how the pen and the material moves is going on. And so when you're meditating on, like the left fighting the right. Oh, it's Trump, Biden, and they're just all being the modes of nature. Instead of, okay, instead of, since she's doing that, so, oh, how about there, So that's a pastime in the realm of delusion, you know. People, it's crazy because he's acting with knowledge, the heck's going to the mode. It's only when the modes begin to clear out of you by hearing the truth, by hearing from a realized soul, those who are realizing these truths, who worship and loving next, gradually getting more and more clear about what's going on. But most people, they just get more and more deluded in this world. Okay. So by understanding knowledge, you will be free from the miseries of material world. Could you imagine if people believe this? If people understood this truth that Krishna, God himself, is trying to help people understood, if they would listen, they could be free of miseries. No, I don't believe I'm going to go to Dr. Fauci to be free of misery. And there you get a mixed result because he's deluded by the motive of nature. So he can't help you very well. The best he can do is advocate, go get your shot. I don't know if it's going to help anybody. See, or anybody else. See, so Krishna comes here personally and gives this information and this knowledge. And so this causes the line of those who have realized this information, this knowledge. Then their misery, because it's like, why was I doing these stupid things? I was doing it in ignorance. Okay, so then it's like you don't have to do it anymore. You're free. See, the truth will set you free. What do you think Jesus said that for? It's practical. Many Christians are still acting ignorantly. They may even have the Holy Spirit, but they don't. The knowledge. Krishna is what? Sat, Chit, and Ananda. So the Lord is Ananda. So many Christians have the Spirit to some extent, but the Chit, the knowledge, is a bit lacking. They could use more understanding. Something, see, like with, for example, Nanda from Jesus, early 70s, 1970s, 70 came, ecstatic devotion. To a degree, and then I lost it because I didn't have good teaching about it. I didn't understand its value. Okay? And some years later, I got Prabhupada's books. Okay, now I already had the Spirit awakened me. As soon as I read even one sentence, one verse, I knew, this man knows God also. Super Soul showed me, okay? Gave me realization. So I went, followed Prabhupada, studied his books. Okay? Looking at the books, because I had this mercy of Jesus, I was able to look into the scriptures and collect the valuable jewels, like the verse says in chapter 3 or 4 in the first verse of Lila Chaitanya Charitamrita. To those who have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, you're even a foolish child, which is most of us, the mercy. You can collect the valuable jewels in the revealed scriptures. These valuable jewels help us overcome many obstacles, help us expand our love for the Lord, basically. This is appreciation. See, so that's Chit, understanding. Chit means knowledge, transcendental knowledge. See, it's in the, but most people don't understand that knowledge is very weak. Yeah. Yeah. So, to those who worship me with loving ecstasy, I give them the understanding how to come to me. When you find a bona fide representative, this is the realization. Really good one, actually. So most people are not qualified to worship the Lord with loving ecstasy because there are obstacles, there's ignorance. So the Lord gives you a bona fide guru. So the mercy of the Lord Krishna, whatever our line is his manifestation, by the mercy of the devotee, that mercy comes through the devotee, and you get this mercy quickly. Develop this loving ecstasy when you worship Krishna. Okay? Otherwise, it takes a long time. You make very quick advancement when you get the bona fide empowered devotee. Okay? Why? Because Lord Chaitanya came to give this loving ecstasy so that we can find our way back home, so we can read the map. The Vedas are the map back to Godhead. The devotional scriptures are the map back to the spiritual world. But people can't read that map. They're blind until devotion awakens. That's what you get the bona fide spiritual master. The mercy of Lord Chaitanya, in our line is Lord Chaitanya, to feel this loving ecstasy when you read these verses, when you chant these verses, chant the holy name. See, and then now you're able to understand more and more, even on your own. When you these verses, you're just getting purified, and you're becoming, by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, through the real line. See, the real guru. You get this loving ecstasy that all these gurus have been saying, oh, many lifetimes, before you get this loving ecstasy. But Prabhupada, he said, if you get the mercy, this is in a purport somewhere in Bhagavad Gita. If you get the mercy of a Vaishnava, see, the mercy of the Vaishnava, great. Yeah, thank you for listening. Yeah, so yeah, it is a map, actually. It's actually a bridge, to understand this. So if you get the mercy of a Vaishnava, that mercy is this Bhaktilata Bij. It's the attachment to the Lord. And they get through some of these obstacles by their, some of these anarthas and ignorant ideas and all that stuff. And anyway, the attachment, without a lot of, an attachment takes so times to get. That's why you hear these devotees to get self-realized, which is basically love of God awakening in your heart. This loving ecstasy, many lifetimes. Or if you sometimes people lived for 60,000 years, and they did sadhana practices for 60,000 years. Some loving attachment would awaken. In our line, by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, through his real representatives, even now, people are, even in our Sangha, people are developing a loving attachment that is 100 times more strong than these gurus. Because they don't this mercy. They don't do this mercy. They can't deliver this mercy. That's why they say many lifetimes. Okay? But this is so authentic that it's hard for many of the Vaishnavas to wrap their head around this. They can't believe it. Well, whether you believe it or not, it is. And those who are believing in it, those who are patient, is not blindly believing it. You come here, you listen, you see, you look around, look at the devotees, look at what's happening here, look at the miracles God is doing in the lives of giving this loving ecstasy. This is the pearl of great price, is this loving attachment to the Lord. It's pure, it's wonderful, it's the treasure, Jesus was talking about, is love of God. So Lord Chaitanya, through the real line, and this is the real line, is giving it very easily without a lot of trouble. Otherwise, it's very hard. That's why those who take this, what we are doing here seriously, you're taking advantage more. Otherwise, you get a result here that you can't get anywhere. If you think, oh, let me go out, work is so important. I work all the time and I don't take any time for this. Then you're really a loser. You're a loser. You're actually a loser. They heard these phrases, this guy's a loser, or this person, this lady's a loser. You know what a loser is? They just do the wrong thing and they always lose. Okay? So those, if you want to be a winner, easy way. Yeah, put some time into this, come regularly. Because the dividends, the benefit is so fantastic. You don't have to be a fanatic and come all the time. No, you just come regularly. But don't not come. See, because so many jewels are given here every day. Every day. I mean, I'm amazed myself. Um, and I benefit. I so many revelations and realizations and treasures. This is the real wealth, man. Every time I come here, I'm collecting wealth. Coming, chant the holy name, and ecstasy awakens, and real revelations are coming. This is the gold. That's why I say this is the gold standard. We're teaching the gold standard. Otherwise, what are you teaching? To go into religion or even ISKCON or anywhere, and you're not collecting valuable jewels like this? Well, no, my valuable jewels are rules, regulations, and sadhana and all that. Well, that's pretty much chunk change compared to this. This here, people that come here and here, you're elevated very quickly without a lot of trouble to the ecstatic stage, the bhakti stage, where you feel pure emotion for God, pure attachment. Right, that's really valuable. The people would spend 60,000 years doing sadhanas when we lived a long time to get what people are getting so easily. People don't know what is treasure. The Maya is deluding everybody. Deluding the demigods. Many of them don't know it. They think, oh yeah, being worshipped, adored is treasure. People sometimes leave here. They think, oh yeah, being important is the treasure. See, that's not the real bhakti creeper. Okay? Being a big teacher is important. That's not the real bhakti creeper. The devotee knows it's relishing this relationship with God that is the real treasure. Okay? That's pure relationship. And everything. Oh, Krishna. Oh, wow. I got somebody who could really represent me nicely in this world. Let me engage them as a teacher, a real teacher, one who can bestow quick benefit, high benefit, the ultimate goal of life. Let me make a soul winner out of this person. This is what we do here. So much strength and power from the last day. The work is getting better, vision is better. Yeah, exactly. That's how it is. Focus is better. Yeah. Yeah, because the Lord shows you, see, He's teaching you that way. That's the way He teaches as you get experience. And then when you come here, oh, wow, the Lord's making it easier, making my work easier. See? But otherwise, it becomes very hard and bewildering and tough. Everything becomes tough. Tough. That's why I say it's not about being fanatical, but don't be negligent. Yeah, you see, negligent is like, oh, I'm going to come at all. And see, so you're like, so then you get this, which is how you do. Because you have to see who you really are and have been. But what is the other option? If you heard the truth here, you know you need to go through it. Oh, I see. Amy says, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so I understand how you said maybe purification process freaks people out. Yes, because you have to see who you really are, exactly, and have been. But what is the other option? The other option is you go slow, go to a therapist. You know, go to and go and sit there and look at your stuff. I mean, look here, the stuff just comes up and it's on its way out. And there's an attachment usually there. This is what I've seen. The stuff is coming up and out of people. They're looking at it. And so anyway, but it's the Lord is really kind of just as quick as you let it go. Like when you're having a garage sale, you have stuff you've been carrying around, you don't friggin', but you're attached to it somewhat, right? But you need a garage sale. So you have a garage sale, and then people come to buy that thing. You ever had this? And then they say, okay, they take it away from them. They want to take it away, and you think, oh, God, ooh, I don't know, can I, and so there's a bit, and then they take it away, and then it's okay. That's what happens here. Very quickly, it's taken away, even though you might fight a little bit. There's a little battle, inside ourselves because of attachment. Attachment to the false ego, false identifications. Even, even gurus, like you may have had a guru before, and you did. There's some attachment there. And the Lord is taking these things away. There's a garage sale going, and one thing's being sold is the Guru Dave. The Guru Dave is archaic now. It's like he's in the way. So let's get rid of this thing. And so Krishna is taking that away, right? There's a little attack. Oh, I don't know. I've been so long together. I'm used to this. So anyway, this stuff goes on, but it's temporary, and it goes very fast. If you heard the truth here, you know you need to go through it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's part of the teaching. Yeah. Try and find a guru. Like there's one Vaishnava teacher. Oh, they're so exalted. Usually, oh, the type. Oh, he's so great, but can't do. They can't do. Can't bring pure this pure energy to force out demons out of people where they go out. They can't do this. Is special empowerment, man. Special mercy. This is not. You can't. I don't care. And I've seen a lot. I've been to India. I've seen many gurus and all. They don't do this. It's all external shows. Around. Oh, my guru, they fantastic. Yeah. What does he do? You got love of God yet? Oh no. That's my guru says many lifetimes. See, they can't put people through this purification. You have to be empowered by the spiritual potency. The Lord has to do it through you. That's why it's very special here. Your reference to garage sale, perfect. Yeah, I'm amazed. That's why I like to come here every day. All these things, these ideas come, because I do have the ultimate. Here we go. This is the ultimate garage sale, Amy. So you get rid of all of that stuff, and then what do you got? You got stuff that you'll never get rid of. See, because everything eternal stays with you forever. Like here, like these verses. I read this, in the last month many times. This is my possessions. I never have to throw them away. Never have that garage sale. All I do is I just keep playing with Krishna, playing with these verses, talking about them, relishing them, and they just keep expanding. Just more. It's like unlimited qualities, unlimited truths. Unlimited important information comes from the same friggin' verses. No more garage sale. This leftover modes of nature, whatever's left, that's the garage sale. But this here stays in the garage forever. Krishna is a garage. He always access. Shama Sundari says, I have so much strength and power from the last days with you. Yeah, I mean, this is sadhu sangha. And that's why Krishna probably kept you away for a little bit, so you can take perspective. Highest truth is fire, because and then you're empowered to do your job. It's great. See, so my work is getting better, better, this is better. That's how it is. Have crazy strong mood. Yes. Happy thinking about Radha. Yes. Chaitanya. Exactly. That's what's great. Nice to see you getting good realization. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. So, by understanding this knowledge, you will become free from misery, material world. Man, this path is fantastic. It makes it so damn easy. This is the when they start to see this knowledge, appreciate it's fantastic. So, this knowledge is of all knowledge, as body is king. So this knowledge is king, and I said before we read this verse just a year or two, and this knowledge is king. That's Krishna, and bhakti is king. But let's put queen. Bhakti is devotion, represented by Radha. So we got king and queen together, right? So bhakti is king, and the knowledge is king, and bhakti is queen. And when you have the queen, you can understand the king. You got to be a relative of the queen. You have to be in relationship with the queen. In other words, you got to get bhakti. See, you have to get purified by the queen, and then you can understand the king. Then you become a true son or daughter of God. See, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, you got now. You're now a true son or daughter, whatever you it's beyond the body, material. You're a true son of God. Let's put it like that. You're a true daughter of God, true son of God. See? Why? Because the Holy Spirit is in you. The Bhakti Devi is in you. Radharani is in you. Same, synonymous. And because of that, you understand the king. Only she understands. Only if you have that mercy of the devotion in you. See, then you can understand the king. You can understand this. This is why first you have to meet the disciplic line. People you don't have this where they don't understand the king. The king is transcendental knowledge. The king is Bhagavad Gita. The king, that's Krishna. That's the king. Knowledge, transcendental knowledge. Chaitanya Charitamrita, that's the king. See? Srimad Bhagavatam, that's the king. It's the incarnation of Bhagavan, the king. But you need the queen. She's the only one who understands the king because of intimacy, right? She has intimate relationship with the king. See, so then you get the mercy of the queen. Because you're not a son until you're born again. You gotta be activated. See, you have to be activated. So you have to hear from a son. Literally, they're like the sun, brightness. See, speaking and relationship with the queen and king. See, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That's why you got see a lot of people. He's a son. Yeah, he's a son. Yeah, Prabhupada is a son. He's a son, but you need a living son in the body. See, they bring forth the queen and the king, knowledge of the king and knowledge of the queen and the experience of the queen, experience of this. You can become a son. This is discipline. Most persons are not in the line yet. They just are imitating it. They're just like children. Many of these big gurus, so-called big gurus, nothing to me. If they haven't realized the Lord, if you're not a true son of the Lord, if you don't have this ecstatic devotion to the Lord, all. Important. You realize, otherwise you're in false ego. You think, oh, I'm so important. No, you're not important. Until devotion awakens in your heart, the Lord doesn't even look at you. He sends his sons here to teach you. And if you don't want to learn, well, don't think the Lord is looking. That's all big a delusion in your mind. The Lord only knows the Son. He only recognizes the Son as his firstborn. He like Brahma, his firstborn. Now you got to come in the line. Meet a real son or daughter. It doesn't matter what their body is. Are they eternally live because they have a relationship with Queen and King? If you haven't found a true Son of God, you're just in delusion. I don't care. You can take a title of leader, or Guru Dev. You have all these. Oh, Guru Dev, you're so great. Yeah, you're not great before the eyes of God until devotion is awakened in your heart. Pure love of God. Now he recognizes. This is my beloved son or daughter who I'm well pleased. If you're not that, the Lord ain't seen you. So if you want to be seen, you're lucky to meet in some life little that you can recognize and go through the purification so that you can of God, also son of God. Look at it. See, you got to represent the Lord. You got to be a son, man. Right? If you're not a son, you don't have real to give you a relationship with the Queen and King. And you representatives of the Queen and King in this world, and that's why they got a body. See, they got a temple here, a real one, a living temple. They make people like that. It's win-win. You're not going to just be pee on me and pee on you. Oh, people, you're here to make sons and daughters of God, man. You really feel this relationship. You're going to be exalted by the Queen and King. They'll exalt everything. You just open your mouth and they use you to minister to the world. See? And you put people through purification that comes out of your mouth. Well, I say, I don't pay these persons, they're all practicing. They're just children, you know. Gurus and their followers. They're nothing. Let's bhakti, man, they're nothing. It's part of the modes, indifferent modes are interest. Lord, people filled with modes of passion, ignorance, and goodness mean nothing to me. What means, and what you're going to learn here, you're going to see that Shuddha Bhakti is everything. Yeah? Transcendental knowledge that comes from loving, ecstatic worship means everything. And if you're not like that, you're out there in a mode practicing or imitating gurus and followers of, false gurus and false acharyas and false prophets. It's all still illusion. If anybody's ready to come here, man. We'll really educate you. You'll find out what a real education is. You don't believe it? Well, go stay out there in illusion. What's that to me or anybody? Trippy, huh? Okay. See, it is the topmost secret because bhakti is secret. It purifies one's existence. See? So, the knowledge you hear here, see, because it's coming through the real line, through a real empowered devotee, of representing the Queen and the King, Radha and Krishna, Lord Chaitanya. This purifies existence. That's why I say you need it. What is this check? No. Well, the truth has got to be on the checklist. Guru Dev is somebody who has a relationship through the disciplic line with Radha and Krishna. See, with devotion to the Queen and the King. King is true knowledge that comes from devotion. You have to have that relationship, and to get it, you come through the real line, and you get it without a lot of trouble. You don't, so many obstacles, many lifetimes for sure. See, it purifies one's existence. So this is part of the purifying. You see, this knowledge, Arjuna, I'm going to speak this knowledge to you, so it'll purify your existence. That's why you got to hear from a living devotee, spoken this knowledge, so it'll purify your existence. Otherwise, people, they read this knowledge, but they're not a true son of conclusive truth and conclusive ecstasy. See, conclusive, you got to look at a devotee and say, I conclude the person has a relationship with the queen. That person has the ecstasy that the queen has. Conclude that that knowledge is better than anything I heard here in this world even, except through one who also has that relationship with the ecstasy. I conclude this is conclusive. I see this in this temple. Otherwise, it's inconclusive. How can you say that you're bona fide out there? I never see any ecstasy in you out there, any of you gurus. If you are, well, then there'll be ecstatic manifestation if the Lord has accepted you. I don't accept people that the Lord has accepted. This is how I'm here to teach real devotion. What real devotee is, the real attitude, man. I don't accept anybody who is not accepted by the Lord. Why should you? You know? Otherwise you go in illusion. Why? That's stupid, man. That's ignorant. Very ignorant to accept those persons as your leader, as your guru, who have not been accepted by Radha and Krishna. And if you have, prove it, man. Otherwise, I'm not. Hey, man, I don't go for bluffs. You're bluffing. How are you up there? Yeah, I'm a real servant. Yeah. You got a pair of deuces. I call your bluff. And we got a straight flush here. You can come here. What you see is what you get. See? What you see is ecstatic love. That's the goal that you're going to get. What you hear is conclusive truth that comes from that ecstatic love. That's what you're going to get. You're going to become like that. You're going to become like this kind of guru. Otherwise, you go over there and you stay a peon. You start a peon as a peon, and you're a peon when you die, because your guru has no spiritual potency or power. They do. They will love this preaching. If you don't love this, you're an egotist, a false egotist. You're puffed up. Why would you not like the truth? What, did I say anything wrong? That a guru should have ecstatic devotion to lead people into the kingdom of God, to actually represent? What's wrong with that? Spade a spade, man. Yeah. Or tough teaching. You know what teaching is? You just give people the truth, and they go, "Oh, that's so tough, man. Oh, so why are you punishing me?" What, the truth? Well, you need to get purified. Big false ego, false ID. Why shouldn't you have any problem with the truth? If you have ecstatic devotion, and conclusive understanding that, if anybody listens to you, see it's better than even the big PhDs understand. You guys are wimps. Without that devotion, you don't have a clear picture of Krishna. You're not clear. You got to go through the purification. To the point of ecstatic devotion. Now we talk about being a guru in our body of Vaishnava line. It's not only message, but it's also voices in the Sangha. That vibration makes me stoned with pleasure. Exactly. That's what it's about. See, what pleasure? It's the pleasure of Radharani, the relationship, with the queen. She's the one. That's where the stone comes from. She's where the manjari bud comes from. The manjaris, they get it from her. See? Please get it. The stony feeling. It all comes from her, from that devotion. Bhakti, that's where it's generated. She's composed of it. Yeah, purifies existence so much that not perform any other process. There you go. That's why I say, man, don't tell me about what rules you followed, didn't follow. Don't tell me if you followed the Ekadasi. Don't even remind me there's an Ekadasi coming here. You don't have to do any other process here, because what you're reading here is what you're getting here. See? It's like you're on the battlefield, you're Arjunas. Everyone out here, you're Arjuna, and you're hearing this process here as it is, and it works here. See? People get the result of feeling, oh man, I'm getting purified. You know when the obstacle is there, and you know when the bliss and ecstasy there, the stony feeling. You don't need any other process. Come here, and that's it. Matter of fact, oh, I missed the Ekadasi. Don't worry about it. You're coming here. Oh, I missed my deity work. Don't worry, you're coming here. You don't need any other process. If you have attachment to any other process other than this process that is taught right here in this book and in all the books, the confidential process, you don't need to be hindered by any other process. You don't have to do deity worship, get up 2 in the morning and go and do all this with the flame and all that all day long. No, because you're doing this process very quickly, ecstatic devotion awakens in your heart, and just by chanting holy name in ecstasy, whether your guru is here or not, but you're chanting in ecstasy, okay, there you go. Krishna's accepted you. The queen is Krishna's accepting you because the queen is living in you. Okay? You came and you teach this process. Yeah, you teach this. That's all you need, man. No other process. Like Sanatan Goswami said, all glories to the holy name. See, he chanted the holy name. All glories to the holy name. It freed me from the hard work of deity worship and all these other rules. See, this is in Brihat Bhagavatamrita, the introduction. All glories to the holy name, because it's freed me from all these things. See, he knew, oh yeah, I don't have to do any of the process. He's a realized soul. He realized, oh yeah, they'll just do this. Just chant in ecstasy. But you're not now who's not free too. Devotee's freed. I look around and say, oh, look at this guru's not free. They got to do all these other things, and they think they're getting purified. I know I'm getting purified just by ecstatically worshiping the Lord. I don't need to do anything else. Why? Even the book says that. So, my experience says that, and the book says that. Sanatan Goswami says that. See? So, it's funny. Madhavinda Puri said the same thing. You can read it in Chaitanya Charitamrita. When he started to chant the holy name in ecstasy, and he was a sannyasi. Sannyasis have duties to do. See? But he was raised to the platform of he would chant Hare Krishna and tears would come and he'd laugh and cry and everything, kind of like what people are doing here. And so he says, oh, okay, goodbye, my mantra. You used to have to chant this particular mantra, sannyas mantra. Don't need it. I just chant Hare Krishna and just commune with Krishna and Radha intimately. And I don't need it. That's what you learn here. You'll get to that stage, not in many lifetimes, because it's already been released. You'll get that in this lifetime. Anybody want to go back to God in this life? Possible. It's probable, actually. So start chanting like Lalita Ganga or Johan, hey man, there you go. You're going. Where are they going after this life? You think they're coming back to the material world? Well, not like, or who would accept them? They have to go to Krishna has to bring them to Vrindavan because nobody will accept these crazy, two crazy people. Look at how crazy they are. They're mad, totally mad. Alka, ask Radhanath, ask your guru there, Shama Sundari, whatever his Bhakti, whatever his name. Ask him. He'll tell you, ladies are mad. Ask all these Vaidhi, oh, they're mad. They're totally mad. Yeah, see, they can't even come into religion anymore. They're rejected from religion. Rejected from family say, oh, you're crazy. So where are they going to go? Well, no, those because the world won't accept them, their families won't accept them because they laugh. The only place for them is in life. Birds have to hang around. Isn't that sad, shameful, horrible? The only for those two and others like them who develop those symptoms, laughing and crying, choking, they think to this literature, you know, and speak all this madness that you can get God in this life, and nobody. Those very poor fools. You're lucky that I don't even know about these necessary processes. It feels like it has eliminated a lot. Yeah, exactly. And that's usually, you know how many people are attached to their Vaidhi Bhakti path? Some even leave, they're so attached. You know, look at Meena, who's a nice devotee. You know, she figured it out. She's done this a few times. She thinks I'm doing the wrong thing now. She thinks, oh no, should do more Vaidhi. She puts on the straight love, these things. Oh, this is my ex-wife saying, oh, it's very important for my kids, you know, and do all these rules, regulations. Oh, he's well, yeah. They have a different opinion. That's how it works. If you're in line with this opinion and you're enlivened by it, you're very fortunate. Keep you out of a lot of troubles that everybody has to go through. You know. So, see, and because okay, it purifies one's existence so much that one need not perform any other process, and because it gives direct perception realization. That's why you don't have to do it. See, all these other processes. Okay, I'm trying to do the rules, the regulations of deity worship, so someday will Krishna. I will get darshan of Krishna. Here, you get very easily, very easily the perception of the true self. That's what we preach here. See? You get the perception of a not now this mouth is confidential understanding, like as it is in the not knowing that I rules like Moses. No, by mercy and or preaching the confidential. That's why the gurus, you guys are backwards, man. You guys are stereotypes. All you gurus, that's stereotype gurus and teachers. Like Brahmins, and you're promoting, oh well, probably years ago, rules, regulations, and everything. See, so you're attached to that, and your followers are attached to that, so you'll probably die pretty much more or less snailing. You're like a snail going. Okay? But those who are progressive, those who are ready for the cutting edge, they can come there and understand the confidential conclusion, because I'm here speaking. Guru is one, but the word coming out of this here is the confidence that Prabhupada didn't, he wrote it, but he didn't speak it to you. And you are following what he spoke. Rules, regulations, temple building, all that. So those who are ready for the next phase, because it's all Prabhupada, I'm building on that now. I'm building on that. Lord Chaitanya this is in Prabhupada's books. Lord Chaitanya rejected the Vaidhi. He said, okay, that's external bhakti. Tell me something more. See, that's what you get. More. Anybody? No. I still want to know. I still want to believe what Ramananda Roy started with the conversation that Varnash Dharma is the best way to attain Krishna and all that. And Lord Chaitanya's side, you heard saying, tell me. Or when you realize it's progressive, you need to go deeper if you want to. If not, there are more rules, regulations, Varna, going around dressed nice, go to ceremonies, go to feasts here, and go celebrate the appearance day of Krishna once a year and Lord Chaitanya once a year, and celebrate the appearance day of Radha and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya every day. The appearance, can you imagine? We know who we worship, so we can celebrate the appearance day of Radha, Krishna, and Lord Chaitanya, and the Acharyas. I don't have no special day needed. It's all a special day every day. I'm sorry, but I can't wait a year. I can't wait 6 months. I can't wait 2 weeks. 1 week. I can't wait 2 days. I can't wait 1 day. Multiple darshans of all of them every day. If you don't have this greed, don't come here. Go out there and do your ceremony for a lifetime or two until you get, Krishna gives you some more intelligence. Okay, it's intelligence to come and do Vaidhi, but this is, when you're ready, Krishna give you more intelligence to see how fantastic. What an opportunity this is. If you miss it this time around, oh, maybe you'll get it next life, or who knows? Who knows? So yes, proof is in. So, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization. Wouldn't you nice? Isn't it nice? When you come here, this is my experience, and this is what I see in my students that are coming here taking it seriously. They get direct perception of the self by realization. You can come to their classes and find out. You don't believe me? You don't believe my perception? Go and look at it yourself. See if they haven't realized more than these guru Devs out there. More! Can you imagine? Much more than these gurus. See, neophytes, they praise. They don't know the difference between Satchidananda personality and one in the mode of goodness, maybe, or a liberated person on a level of liberation, Brahman. Can't the specialty of Satchidananda devotee, that rare devotee, very rare, only they know Krishna. They are empowered manifestation of that revelation in this world. Nobody else knows practically. Very rare. And if you're fortunate, you'll recognize, otherwise they're hidden, just like Krishna's hidden. Super soul. You see super soul? Well, that's a real devotee, man, who is the external manifestation of super soul. You got to get the special mercy. Just see them. They preach and everything, and you're just one of those. What's he saying? Is he crazy? Oh, insane. No, no, you're crazy, but you don't know it. Project, projectiles. I project consciousness. The devotee's a mirror. See, if your heart is purified, you see the devotee. And they're so attractive. Oh, this is so great. They're a mirror for your own heart. If your heart is full of dirt, you say, he's there. He's a hypocrite. He's a liar. Just like the Pharisees did with Jesus. Always the same. See, their witness is called false witness. Lie. They lie about the truth. Okay, I'm going to stop soon because my voice and also I got to drive. Okay, then I got to cook. So Arjuna says, you have glorified this knowledge of Bhakti. Oh, okay, perfection of religion. Okay, people are following, and this is the perfect religion. See, this is why Lord Chaitanya says, or the book says, Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Lord teaches real religious principles through a low-class, fourth-class person. See, that's here. You know, Gohari does low class, fourth class. No Brahmin. I don't consider that. No way. Not a Brahmin. Real religious principles are being taught here. It's the prophecy from the scripture. How do we know? Well, God, I haven't heard. I haven't seen anybody feel like this. So, in perfection of religion. You know, these are, this knowledge from this perfect understanding. So, to me, that's the reason. And then it's confirmed in the book. To me, I'm just telling you what's in here. You can decide also. And then it's triply confirmed because I have people listening to this preaching and agreeing with it, where it's coming from their heart. They make sense to them. They're starting to be ecstatic devotees, realizing their eternal positions with God. So, God, how many confirmations does anybody need? I don't need it. That it's called Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. See, Guru has these experiences. Sadhu, who listens to them, have these experiences by hearing, and they're born. They enter this kingdom that the Guru is in, and then the scriptures say, yeah, this is where it's at, man. This is the real path. That's called Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. Any other place where this is at, like this, to this extent, I think it's pretty fair. Doesn't understand the huge Radha's love. She is so hot. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we'll end it here. Otherwise, I'll be thumping on the mind. Poor, you got to give her a break, man. You can't punish my not in one day. Let her recover. Then tomorrow we'll duke it out. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. See you a little bit later.